See, I only play one instrument on this recital. Oh, aren't those so fun? They're just amazing. I love them so much. We're almost done with the first half, hip hip hooray, and the second half is a little shorter. But we're going to go now into Bartók's Rhapsody number 1. I've been lucky enough to play his violin concerto, which was a doozy in itself, but now studying this music in a different sense and actually knowing where the folk tunes come from in this Rhapsody, it just shows me how much Bartók, from quoting these pieces in his own music in the Rhapsody versus like making his own folk-sounding melodies in the concerto, it's just unbelievable how much he assimilated it into his style and tonal language. Most of us have probably heard of Bartók and the work he did with Zoltán Kodály in collecting folk field recordings on a phonograph. Early in the 1900s, he collected thousands of tunes because, of course, he was worried about the rapidly growing overpopularization and the really kind of empty virtuosic playing he often heard. And he also sometimes did not love what Liszt did with the Hungarian rhapsodies and things. He thought it was sometimes just empty rhapsodies, but not empty rhapsodies, but empty music a little bit with all the crazy passion. It's just overly romantic versus the simple essence of folk music. So I do have some of those phonograph recordings. I won't share all of them just because some of them are a little more crackly than others, but I want to show you a few just so you can get an essence of it. And one other essential thing about Hungarian music I want to share really quickly is the essence of parlando. Parlando coming from the French word parler, which means to speak. And I think from studying this music, I realized that Hungarian musicians and Hungarian music speaks in a new way and forces you to become much more uneven with the bow. It teaches you how to speak not just with articulation, just like with the click and the diction in the bow, but also the tug, the weight, the inflection, because the language is so essential to a lot of this music. And I think, thinking of how to use the bow in a speech-like way, actually like how Baroque musicians did it back in the day, mimicking Greek tragedies and things like that, it's very challenging to come from this kind of training. And then speaking with the bow, when this culture does it so easily, they probably do it the best in the world, if I say so myself. And it's been very humbling to make these, because there's a lot of repeated passages and there's a lot of dotted rhythms, the yata, yata, yata. That rhythm right there is, very much a part of the Hungarian language, like Béla Bartók, and then Jeno, Hubály, always that first emphasis. And if you've played Ravel Cigan, it starts with ta-da, so it's always very essential to have that short rhythm in the beginning. So I've learned a lot about speaking with the bow. I still have much more to learn, but I hope I get a little bit more of a grasp of it when I share this Rhapsody with you. So I'll show a few quick clips, and then we'll take our intermission right after the Bartók Rhapsody. Gifts. That is a different tune. That is Hungarian, even though it sounds very similar.